If there's something you're putting off and you're looking at it and you're like, ah, that's a lot of work, I'll put it off till later, it's probably not as big as you're making it out to be.
Start T, you a legend, boy.
Happy Sunday. Today it is actually snowing. I didn't know it was supposed to snow today. I had plans to do yard work. I guess I'm not doing that now. I was gonna do it yesterday, but I had cleaned the entire house yesterday, so I was kind of exhausted. So I didn't do it yesterday, but now I really can't do it. So, oh well, now it's snowing. But today I just have a few errands to run. And then I do have this upstairs area that I do want to turn into like a little fitness center workout jam, because now that it is actually snowing outside, it's just a reminder to me that it's about to be winter. And I live in Michigan and we don't really get like a fall season. It's pretty much summer, 60 degrees for about a week, and then it starts to snow. So here we are. I think the comfortable fall weather is gone. So yeah, I know I'm not gonna feel like going to the gym every day, even though the gym I go to is close to my work, so I could still go after work. But like if there's supposed to be a snowstorm or something, or there are some days where our work will call and say, hey, we're not coming to the office today, which is another, like, that's something I do like about my job. As many things as I don't like, we do get snow days at my job. So that's really nice. So some days, if there is a day where I don't go to work for whatever reason, I still want to be able to work out. So I have all this like fitness equipment that I've bought over the years, and I have a TV upstairs so I can do like workout videos. So I just want to set that up today. However, that upstairs area is very messy because I've been using it for storage since I moved in. I've never actually used it. So yeah, I have to get it together. But the errands I have to run, like yesterday I did most of my grocery shopping, but man, Aldi kind of failed me yesterday. Well, not too bad, but it just wasn't as stocked as it normally is, which I guess that's just where we're at in this timeline of living in the United States. So I do have to go out and get some eggs and turkey bacon. I think that's it. I have a list, so I know for sure eggs and turkey bacon because I'm out of turkey bacon and about to be out of eggs, and those are daily staples. And then I just have to get a few skincare items, and I don't want to buy any new storage for upstairs because I have a tendency to buy a lot of storage things and then not use them, because it's not that I need more storage, it's just I have to better organize. So I'm going to, like I said, organize upstairs, but I might get a couple organization things, possibly, maybe, we'll see. Like, I sort of have a plan for what it's gonna look like up there. So I'll see if whatever's in my vision, in my head, is at a store that I go to. If not, it is what it is, whatever. I can just order online or get it another time. So that is the day for today. My dad's gonna be coming over a little bit later because the heat doesn't reach my bedroom for some reason. Like, it gets hot everywhere else throughout the house, but specifically my bedroom doesn't get hot. And the house I moved into is actually used to be my aunt's house. So she moved out because she just didn't like living in a house anymore. So then I moved in, which kind of worked out great because that was right when my lease ended at my apartment. So I moved in here, and she said she had that same issue where the bedroom is like the coldest room in the house for some reason. There's just nothing coming through the vents. So my dad's gonna come look at that because I don't think I can spend all winter being cold in there, but if I have to get a space heater, it is what it is. So that's the day for today. The snow's not really sticking or anything, but just in case it does get colder and it does start to stick, I don't want to be outside when that happens. So I'm gonna head out now, and then I will see you all when I get back home. Back home. Like I said, there wasn't really much that I had to get, but I went to Ulta and I just needed to get some more glycolic acid exfoliating toner, whatever that is, and then the hyaluronic acid serum from Good Molecules. I wanted to get the alpha arbutin from The Ordinary because it helps with dark spots, but they didn't have any. They didn't have a spot where it could be, so I don't know if they don't sell it in stores anymore. And then from Aldi, there wasn't much that I needed to get. I can take my gloves out. Like I said, I just needed like eggs and turkey bacon. They didn't have turkey bacon, so I don't know. I guess the turkeys aren't producing bacon like they used to. I don't know, but I've gone to 2 Aldis and Kroger, and there's been no turkey bacon, so I'll try one more Aldi that's by my job tomorrow, but otherwise, I don't know, it's really hard to find now. So instead I got this grilled chicken breast strips that I'll just put into my breakfast. Because I usually make, I think I've showed it before, where it's just scrambled eggs, potatoes, and then usually turkey bacon, but now I'm just gonna do chicken. I got some sourdough bread because I've been wanting bread, but you know, regular bread has a bunch of junk in it. But this is just flour, water, and salt, and then like the stabilizers that they use, but significantly fewer ingredients than regular bread. And sourdough is more helpful with digestion, like it's easier on the stomach digestion than other breads. So got this because I've been wanting some bread lately. I got another bag of the mixed vegetables that I normally get, and then I got my eggs. And that was pretty much it. Like I said, there wasn't much that I needed to get today. So, quick trip out, but I'm going to put that stuff away. I'm going to make lunch. I had pizza yesterday. I just got it from Kroger, store brand pizza. And then I'm probably gonna have a side salad, and I think I'm gonna have a piece of garlic bread. We'll see what it looks like. So I'm gonna do that, eat, and then we'll go do like the organization upstairs that I was telling you guys about. Hello. It's still Sunday, but it's end of the day. I just want to do my end of the day check-in. I did a lot of the stuff that I had planned to do today. So I did, of course, like food prep. I finished up my laundry, ran those little errands earlier. My dad came over because there's no heat coming to my room. Like, heat comes to every other place in the house except my bedroom. So he just looked at it to see what he needed to come fix. And he brought me some chicken because well, my parents have this freezer in their basement and it was full of food. And I was like, you guys have a lot of chicken. Can I have one? And I said yes. But my dad forgot to grab it before he came over here. So he went to Aldi and bought me some chicken. He bought me a bag of chicken breast, a bag of chicken thighs, a bag of chicken tenderloin, and a bag of popcorn shrimp. When I say I'm grateful for my father, he's so great. All I wanted was a singular bag of chicken. He was like, well, I went to the store and I just want to make sure you didn't run out. I love my dad. And the fact that he was just willing to come over. He was still in his dress clothes from church. And he came over to help me figure out what's going on with my heat. Very grateful. I did not do what I wanted to do upstairs today, though. Because I think it was maybe like around 3 or 4. I started to feel really sick. Well, not really sick, but I could feel the beginnings of a cold. My throat was really sore. I was really exhausted. My stomach was starting to hurt. And that's usually my sign that I'm getting sick or like getting a cold. But I finished up my cooking and took a shower, did all the things. But yeah, I can feel that sick feeling, that sore throat's not going away. I just drank some chamomile and elderberry tea. I took nighttime medicine. So, what is it? It's 8:55 right now. So, I'm gonna go to sleep at 9 so I can get 9 hours of sleep today. So I can see if that kind of just helps push out whatever it is. Oh, I also took Zicam. So, hopefully all that stuff helps to just expel it while I sleep, and then I can wake up and feel okay. Otherwise, I just won't be going to work tomorrow. It is what it is. So, that's my day. I just want to check in. As you can see, I'm in bed. Got my eye mask on. And yeah, that is my day. But I'm gonna go to sleep now, so hopefully tomorrow I can be feeling better. There's my cat. I'm sure you've been hearing her meow. Because she needs attention all the time. So yeah, good night, and I'll see you tomorrow when hopefully I'm not sick and I'll just be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Okay, good night. Hello, today is Monday, and yesterday I couldn't decide if I was sick or not, and I woke up today. I don't know, I still feel not great, like my throat still hurts. I don't feel necessarily sick, but I don't feel not sick, so I don't really know what's going on. It's like my body can't decide if it wants to be sick or not, so it's just stringing me along. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sitting here in my cozies. I just got back from the gym. I think at this point, going to the gym is just a habit. It's not like I wanted to go, it's just that I was on autopilot and I just went to the gym. I didn't feel like working out when I got there, so I just did, I don't know, I moved my body. Sometimes that's all you have to do is just move your body. I think that's what my body wanted. It just felt like moving, so it took me to the gym. So today was supposed to be a leg day, which I normally do a very structured routine, but like I said, I just wasn't feeling like doing anything, so I did still do a leg focus day. I just basically stayed on the machines. I didn't do any free weights like I normally do. And you know what? I still got a good workout in. I rode the bike for 10 minutes. I sat in the sauna for a little while. But yeah, I just wasn't feeling like doing anything today. So really, I'm just proud of myself for actually going and putting in some sort of effort. Then I came home, and actually my dad and my dog, I still call her my dog, even though I don't live with my parents anymore. I still call her my dog, but she's my dad's dog. They were here because my dad has to, basically the vent in my bedroom, the flippy switch, whatever, that keeps it open is closed. But to get to it, he has to go through like the crawl space, and it's upstairs, well, not upstairs, but basically in the ceiling. and he just had to check it and see how he would get over there. So he was just here checking that, and then he's gonna come back another day so he can actually kind of go over there and open it up, because my room is freezing. I don't know how the vent got closed, because you literally have to be in the ceiling to close the vent. So I don't know how it could have got closed. But even when my aunt lived here, she said it was always cold in her room, but it was just never checked. So now we know why it's always cold in there. But he did bring me a heater as well. So as I had said yesterday, I have the best dad ever. I love him and he's great, because he always does stuff for me. And the fact that he came over after work to do this was, yeah. I wish I could express how grateful I am to have my dad. Cherish your parents. Seriously. Sometimes I take for granted how good my parents are to me, but they're really the best parents I could ever ask for. So that's my little spiel about my parents. But I did just eat dinner. I had rotisserie chicken, mac and cheese, and rotisserie chickens, I don't know, I always underestimate them, but they are good staples to have. I mean, it's a whole cooked chicken. You get multiple parts. You get the wing, the leg, the breast. You get dark meat, white meat. It's just a great thing to have, and they're usually about like $7 to $8, and I get multiple meals out of it. So I'm incorporating rotisserie chicken into my diet again, just because it's easy. And then I had some white cheddar mac and cheese. I think it was a simple, what's that Kroger brand called? Simple something brand. And now I'm having some ice cream as a treat, because my throat still hurts. I might sound a little congested if I do. I'm sorry. As you know, obviously I'm trying to work through something. Apparently, I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, I'm pretty congested. And today I was very groggy because I had taken some cold medicine last night, some nighttime medicine, at around 8:30, and then I went to sleep around 9. But I just had the worst sleep. I've been having bad sleep for the past couple days. I don't know if it's because I started taking magnesium, but I thought the magnesium was supposed to help me sleep. But so far, I'm having very interrupted sleep. Like I can feel myself awake. Like I don't ever feel like I'm totally asleep. And I'm rolling around a lot. I keep waking up. So I don't know what's going on. Even with the nighttime medicine, I didn't stay asleep. So it never got out of my system. So I was still groggy all day. Now I'm really tired, which also was a reason why I didn't work out very well today. But I also know that this part of my cycle, because I think it's either going to be, if not the end of this week, then next week I'm going to actually start my period. So I've been learning my body and learning the cues, so I know even without me feeling like this sicky grogginess, I would still probably feel kind of run down just because of where I'm at in my cycle. And I think we just need to be a little more gentle with ourselves during these times, because I definitely know I was at the gym, I was feeling kind of down on myself for a little bit, so I was like, dang, I should be doing hip thrusts, I should be doing my deadlifts, but meanwhile I'm just doing hip abductions and leg press, and not even heavy, because I just couldn't. I physically could not do it, and I just sat for a second and told myself, you need to be gentle with yourself. Like, it's okay. You're still here, you showed up. That's what matters. So if this is something you're going through, like, sometimes you just have to be gentle with yourself, because there are going to be times where you're just not feeling strong, you're not feeling like doing anything, but just make sure you show up for yourself. So something I'm working on too. But anyway, I'm gonna eat my ice cream. It's just past 8 o'clock. So I'm gonna sit here for a little bit, rest, and then shower. Hopefully I can actually sleep tonight. We shall see. But other than that, I will catch y'all tomorrow. Good morning. Today's Sunday. I haven't filmed all week. I actually did end up being sick. I don't know if it was so much sick, but definitely sinus issues. So yeah, I was down for the week. I still went to work. I just didn't have a lot of energy. One day I went into work late, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. All that matters is that I'm feeling better now. And last week I was supposed to work on my upstairs because I want to make it into my kind of recreation space. So instead of doing it last week, obviously we're doing it today. So I'm up here. You can kind of see a little bit. It's not the best. Can you? Yeah, you can't even see the extent of it. But what I want to do up here is basically, so you see this table here, I want that to be my craft table. I have a desk here that I thought I was going to leave up here and have like a work desk and then a craft desk. But I'm seeing now it's kind of cluttered. So I think I'm just going to have this desk up here. It'll be my craft desk and work desk because I think it's big enough to hold everything I want it to hold. And then this desk here, I want to put my bathroom and have it be my vanity table. But I fear it may be too big. So I'll have to measure it. And then we'll see. If it doesn't work there, then I'll just have to donate it. What else do I want to do up here? So I do want to turn this into a workout space as well. So I have a lot of fitness equipment, just like little things. And then I also have this space that's over here that I want to be like an entertainment area. At some point, I do want to get a couch or something for up here, like a sleeper sofa. Not that I think I'm going to have a lot of guests, but it'll probably just be for me. Or if I have friends over for movie night, we can come up here. And then I do have a mini bookshelf and then a cat tree, but we'll work it out. I'll probably just end up moving things around, see how I like it. I don't have an actual plan for up here. We'll have a tentative plan, but we'll see how it actually looks upon execution. But let me show you what it's actually looking like in here. Okay, so when you walk in, the first thing I have is this bin of, I don't even know what's in there, but I know it's stuff that's supposed to be up here. And then up here, so now you can kind of see like the extent of what we're working with. So I have this thing here, which I don't even know what's in there, to be honest, but I do want to execute it better and actually use it for storage instead of just whatever junk is in there. That's a crutch I had back when I got out of my car accident. I decided if I have to use a crutch, it might as well be cute. I do have this ledge here. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I do want to utilize that space as well. And then as you see, junk is on there as well. And then we have what's going to be my craft table. And then I have that box just has like springtime decoration, some things I want to hang. I think that's a box of hats maybe. See, I don't even know what's in here. And then I know that has my winter stuff, that bag in there. Couple workout things, bins that I have to use for something. I have this cart that I already put a few of my workout things on, and then just various storage, which I'm going to move because I think I want this to be a specific cart for my workout stuff. And then I have this closet here, which is pretty deep actually. So hanging space is where my winter coats are going to go because I don't have a coat closet downstairs. Then I have all this shelving here, which I can use as well. And then space for Z-bins. And then those are my winter coats. I think I took everything out of my trunk, but I do want to use my trunk as a table for that space over there, which is where my entertainment space is going to be. So where that chair and little table is, I think I should be able to get like a small little sleeper sofa over there. Of course, I'll scoot over the bookshelf and everything. And then whip around here. So that's the desk that I'm thinking about using as my vanity table if it will fit in my bathroom. And then, like I said, if not, I'll just donate it. Printer, which that table, as you can see, is much bigger than this. So the printer should be able to fit because I was going to get a printer stand. But I don't think I want to bring in any more furniture like that except literally the couch. So if I don't have to get a printer table, I don't want to. So I think it should fit on that other table. Over here, I have a cat tree, which I think I'm going to move downstairs. I don't know exactly where it's going to go, though. We'll figure it out. I have that elephant there. I got it for $8 at Macy's, like with Macy's Backstage, their little outlet area. So I can't believe that thing was $8. I think the original price was $40, so I definitely had to buy that. And that little bear up there is Jenny. She's my Build-A-Bear. I've had her since I was 7, so she stays with me. Like I said, I just have a little bookshelf. In that bag, I have little trinkets in there that I put out on top of my bookshelf, but I have cats, man. They like to knock stuff over, so I put them in the bag for now. And I think I'm going to put some back on there and then some maybe on that ledge. But they used to jump up there. Well, at least one of them used to jump up there, but she doesn't anymore because I just think that she doesn't have enough space to jump from the ground up there. I know cats can do vertical jumping really well, but she is older. She's 9. So I just don't think she wants to do all that. There she go, getting cozy. Look at her. Look at that little kitty. Look at that little kitty. I do have this bin of books here that are technically coffee table books. So I do want to take a couple downstairs. I'll also have to get an actual coffee table for downstairs. I never did that, but I'll work on that as well. So, and then I have this table here, which doesn't really have a purpose. It just has decoration on it for now. So I do want to give it an actual purpose. And then over here, that little thing's my AC unit that I use during the summer because my house doesn't have AC. I do have empty box. I got surround sound system from my coworker that I have never set up. This TV here actually doesn't work very well at all. It's only just over a year old, but it does this thing where it'll turn on, but it has a tendency to just slowly fade to black. You can still hear the TV, but there's nothing on the screen, and all of the apps suck. They're always crashing, so I have to recycle this, but there's actually not a lot of places to recycle electronics, which is crazy because we all have electronics, so I don't think there's more places to take them. So that's why that's up here. It doesn't actually work. I just haven't found a place to recycle it. I'm actually going to be using this TV up here because I think that's a better size for this size wall anyway. And actually, I think this will be my TV stand. Yeah. Like I said, we're just doing stuff as we go. So that is the upstairs tentative plans here. So we're going to work on this. I mostly want to get it set up for my workout space because it is getting colder. And I just don't want to have to go to the gym all the time. It gets dark at 5 and I don't have the best nighttime vision. So if I don't have to drive at nighttime, I really don't want to. So I want to set this space up so that way I have somewhere to comfortably move around, work out. I can do workout videos on YouTube. I can do my weights. I can do whatever I need to do up here. So that is really why I want to get set up here. And then at some point, I was thinking about getting a walking pad or a foldable treadmill or something. However, even when I go to the gym, treadmills really hurt my knee, and then it makes my low back hurt, and then I get a pinching sensation in my hip just because my body's not totally healed yet. I really should go back to physical therapy, but I'll do that later. So I do really want to get like an elliptical or a bike, but looking at this space, I don't know if I can make that work. Maybe I can get a bike and put it. So if I do get the bike and I move this table over here, I could have that spot for a bike. Because I don't think the bikes are too big, but ellipticals definitely look pretty bulky. And I'm thinking about getting one just off Facebook Marketplace because there's a whole bunch of stuff on there. So that's what I'm looking at doing. Obviously a whole lot cheaper than buying new. So now you know my plan. let's start cleaning up so we can actually execute this plan. Okay, so far, so good. And actually, this is not going as slowly as I thought it would. I've been putting it off because it felt very daunting, but now that I'm actually doing it, it's not that bad. So I'll say to you, if there's something you're putting off and you're looking at it and you're like, that's a lot of work, I'll put it off till later, it's probably not as big as you're making it out to be. Just start. Just do it, and then you'll probably be like, oh, yeah, that didn't take me that long at all. I could have done this a long time ago. Because that's where I'm at now. I'm doing the stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. This is not difficult. It just required slightly more effort than, sitting on my butt on the couch. So I think that was the problem. Anyway, I forgot that I had this thing. I got it from Dollar Tree. I don't know why I bought it or what I had in mind for it. Actually, I had planned on using it to display my purses, but yeah, I just decided not to. I think I have tried to put them on here, but my purses are either really big tote purses or just really small, like little crossbody purses. So I ended up hanging my little crossbody purses on my wall and then just putting my tote bags in my closet down the stairs in my bedroom on the shelf in there. So now this doesn't have a purpose, but I needed to have a purpose, and I don't know what that purpose will be. It's not like the structure is sturdy enough. It is just plastic and little fabric sheets here. I mean, it was again from Dollar Tree. It was like $6. So I wanted to have a purpose. I just don't know what that purpose is. I think that, so I think I have quite a few bins that are like this, especially once I actually empty them out. So they can go on there, and then what's going in these, I don't really know. I don't even know where this is going to go. Maybe I don't know. I think I'll just figure it out once I move stuff around, and then we'll deal with it later. But we know that we have it if we need it for something, I guess. So I guess I'll just move this out of the way. I don't have a spot to move it out of the way to. Here? Yeah, okay. Over there has become my little catch-all corner, which I think it makes it easier when everything's not all spread out. You just have like a little space where everything goes. So that's my little catch-all corner for now. But I think what I want to do put these bins away. And yeah, I still have quite a bit of space in my closet, but I know I can actually reorganize the closet as well to make it make better sense, because let me just show y'all. Okay, so at the start of my closet, so the shelf goes pretty much the whole length of this closet. And then, like I said, I have the hanging space, so all my winter coats, this stuff here, seasonal stuff. So like I said, this is like decorations, and then these are clothes. This bin is actually empty, but I don't have a purpose for it at the moment. It's dark in the closet actually. So again, more shelving space. Like I said, it could use some organization up there. I kind of just have been putting things up there for now just to get them out of the way. But I do have those empty bins, and like I said, I have more empty bins out here. And then I have shelving. So I have a top shelf, which is occupied at the moment. I don't even know what's in that bag. It looks like some Christmas decorations. Actually, yeah, I need to go through that bag because I don't know what's in there. The second shelf, that bag, I think just has like gift wrapped in there. And then I have my safe, which I don't think there's anything in there either, but I can't find the key, so I don't really know. So hopefully nothing important's in there. And I have 2 more shelves down there. So yes, let's get back to organizing. I kind of feel like I'm at a standstill because I don't know exactly what I want to do. I think I'm going to get my tape measure so I can see if I can move this table downstairs or this desk downstairs, and that will help me move this other table over here, which will then help me do something. I don't know. Or, you know what? No. We're just going to stick with the small stuff for now. So I'm going to empty this bag I have here of my winter stuff and this bin of what looks like hats. I don't know why I have so many hats. I don't know. I think I vaguely remember having a hat phase. Or like whenever I don't want to like lay my wig down, I'll put a hat on. And I definitely wear hats in winter. That's a non-negotiable for me. I need at least the top of my ears need to be covered. So that's why I have a lot of winter hats. A lot of caps. I don't know why I have a lot of caps, but anyway, I think yes, let's do the small stuff and then we'll move on to the big stuff because that just seems to make more sense. Been listening to my Christian rap today, so that's that. If you have any, because I have Spotify, but thinking of moving over to YouTube Music, we'll see. But I'm trying to get Spotify to get me a playlist of just like Christian, like regular Christian music. But for some reason, it just always gives me songs that, like, I'll still get Christian music in there, but basically, I think it scans songs, like the little AI thing, and it just sees songs that have a mention of God, and then it puts it on the list. And I'm like, that's not quite what I was looking for. So if you have any specific playlist that you would like to share, or if you have your own playlist, let me know. So yeah, like I said, I don't really like contemporary Christian music, I have to be honest. I like gospel. Christian music that sounds like R&B is good. If there's like any pop Christian music, that would be fun. So for now, I'm just listening to my Christian rap radio. So yeah, let me know. What are y'all listening to? Let me get into these bags so we can actually get through this. All right, we are making strides in this joint. So I got, as you saw, like the bag unpacked. Is it dark in here? Hold on. It's a little dark in here. Yes, we got the bags unpacked, and I decided to put the winter stuff downstairs with my coats that I already have down there instead of leaving it up here, which I just realized I didn't share that plan with you. So my initial plan was to leave my like winter hats and stuff up here with the winter coats in the closet, but then I realized it made more sense to put it downstairs with the coats I already have on like the hook shelf combo that's down there into the bins, and then I had a matching one downstairs I wasn't using for anything, so I put hats, scarves in one, earmuffs, ear cuff things, and gloves in the other one. So now I can just like put on a coat, put on my little winter accessories and go. And if I need one of my bigger coats, I can just come up here and get it. Or if I need a smaller coat, I'll come up here and get it. So now I think I have the closet where I want it to be. Let me show you what I did. It's nothing crazy, but I did put those bins in there, and then I put a couple of my physical therapy stuff into this bin here, and then just like stack some things right there. So I think it makes a little bit more sense and doesn't look as cluttered up there. And then if I ever do want to put the other stuff in bins, I'm going to have like 3 empty bins so I can. So now for this table, what I have on here is, this is a bin of all of my little fitness things. Like I said, I was thinking about putting them on this cart here, but then I have to move the stuff from the cart. And I don't know if I want to do all that. So I think I can put this stuff on that little shelf from Dollar Tree that I said I didn't know what to do with. I think it shouldn't be too heavy, the stuff that I have in here. So I'm going to see what that looks like, putting all my gym equipment on there. But I don't know if I want it to be loose. I don't think I have that many more of these bins at the moment. I mean, obviously I can always buy more, but I was just trying to do as much as I could today. And I don't feel like leaving the house. We'll see. And then I have some stuff here that I want to hang. I wonder if I have any more command strips. I feel like I do. I know I have some hooks, but I don't know if I have the actual strips to put them on the wall. If I do, I will hang some stuff up there. And then after that, I'm going to measure the desk to see if it can fit in the bathroom. Could I move the desk by myself? I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll have to see. I might have to wait until I can recruit some help to get it downstairs. But yeah, let's move the fitness stuff onto that little thing, and then we'll see what the vibes are. Okay, so I did find some command strips. I believe, depending on how I hang them, this should be enough for 4. I don't think any of them are super heavy where I have to double up on them. So I have this, which is actually hanging, and I do have a hook for this. I don't know if I'm putting up Christmas stuff yet. I had these t-shirts that didn't fit anymore, so I just turned them into little frames. So that's one I got from St. Croix. This one is from a band reunion from a few, well, more than a few. What even year is it? It's almost 2026. Wow, that's old. And then I have this one that my little cousin got for me from Las Vegas. And then I have my most expensive piece that I have in this household, and that is my degree from Wayne State. And then I have this that I got from my parents' neighbor's yard sale because they saw that I had this little sticker on the back of my car for The Mandalorian. And they were like, oh, do you like The Mandalorian? I was like, yeah. And then they gave me this. So I'm going to put this up somewhere. And then they also gave me this, Welcome to Awesomeville, which I think I'm actually going to give to my little cousin because I feel like he would like this a lot more than I do. So yeah, this is actually going to be a Christmas gift. So let me put this away. So yeah, that's what we are working with here. And yeah, I think like if I do, like this one for sure is pretty light, so I can just do one strip on here. The heaviest one is going to be my degree, probably because of the intense cost of it. It makes it way more than the other ones. So yeah, I think we can get all these hung up. I just don't know where. So let me show you the wall space I have. So here, definitely naked wall. If I do put an exercise bike here, I think I'll put the Mandalorian just for like, because it makes sense with training, I guess. It doesn't really matter. But you know, for cuteness aspects. Not that the Mandalorian's like a cute looking picture, but it's here and I do like the Mandalorian. I have this empty space when you come up the stairs. Down there, you can't see it, but that's an Audrey Hepburn canvas that I got from somebody had a moving sale. So I bought that. So I have this wall here, which can be like a little gallery wall with the stuff I have. Or I have some space here. I do have that hanging. This wall has that stuff. I have just like a little LED heart up there. And then I have this wall. But I think since I want this to be an entertainment area, that I'm going to put movie posters. So now thinking about it, I might put The Mandalorian over there. It's a TV show. So at some point, I want to get prints of my favorite TV shows and movies and just put them in a collage on the wall. I think that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, I'll put The Mandalorian on this space somewhere. And then I believe I will just put the other ones over here as like a gallery wall. Well, I think I'm going to utilize this wall because it's pretty big and empty. So yeah, let's put the stuff up here and fill in some space and then desk. So I did end up hanging, as you saw, like all my pictures and everything. I realized that yes, my degree is way too heavy to put on just little command strips. So I will have to nail it into the wall. So I'll do that in a minute. But I just measured my desk. It is slightly bigger than the space I wanted it to go into. But there is another space so I can turn it. So yeah, this is going to go in the bathroom. The table's going to come over here. Am I going to see if I can take this down myself? Yes, I am. I'll be honest, I don't have high hopes. I may just move it over to, or like switch the spots between this table and that. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, this table that I do want to move over here is heavy because it's solid wood. So I can't move it. So I do have to wait for someone to come help me. I have to clear that off so I can use it as my TV stand. Actually, nope, just kidding. I just realized the TV is slightly bigger than that stand, so I cannot use it as a TV stand. So it'll just stay a side table. So I'll need one of those too anyway, so that'll stay the side table. So I'll leave that as is. The cart that I had, realized I was talking to you about this side of the room and you couldn't even see it. Anyway, this cart I don't have plans for. There's like junk on it, but I see myself getting organization to put on that desk because there is a lot of surface space. So then this cart will be a little obsolete. I used it in my apartment as a bar cart because my apartment didn't have a lot of storage.
So I just put more cups on here, but I have a lot more cabinet space now, so I don't need this. So I may just end up not needing it. We shall see. But yeah, like I was saying, put that AC unit in the closet, which I believe there should be space in there. This TV, I have to find somewhere to recycle it. And I'll also need help carrying it because it is so big. It's just kind of awkward for me to carry by myself to my car. So when I do have my parents come over to help me, I'll do that. I can at least slide it over to the top of the stairs so that way I can put this little TV over here. I will still need a TV stand though, so that'll be something I'll have to get. So of course I have to brainstorm. Let's see. So if I do, or when I do get that couch, it'll probably be like 80-ish inches. I don't know. I'm thinking from maybe if it's like from here to here, and I do want to have a sectional. It'll take up this space. I'll leave a little bit of space on the side to put my side table. So the bookshelf. Can I use the bookshelf as a TV stand? Because I kind of would like to do that. Where's my tape measure? Yeah. I feel like this might not work. Yeah, not. Oh, snap. Wait a minute. I think it's going to actually fit on top of my bookshelf. Let's do that right now, actually. Okay, so the TV just fits on there because this is like 2 feet and 1 inch, and the base of the TV is 2 feet, so literally just barely made it on there. But what do we think? How does it look? Like, I'm thinking because, okay, so I have a Blu-ray disc player. I was thinking of putting my Blu-ray player under the TV here. And I think I only have like 6 Blu-ray discs, but I would like to build a collection because streaming stuff like is nice because you don't have to have all the equipment, but you never know when a platform is going to take stuff off. I'd rather have physical media in case it happens. Blu-rays that I just got from Salvation Army, which I plan on doing that as much as possible instead of buying them new. So I think they're like $2 each versus I think Blu-rays are about $24. So I could spend $24 on one, or I could spend $24 on 12, depending on if I can find anything. I haven't been looking personally as of late, but that is something I want to do. So I do have to account for me wanting to get more Blu-rays. That bottom shelf on the bookshelf is just vintage books, nothing that I would actually read, and then a couple other things. So I could just take off the vintage books and put them elsewhere. I don't really plan on doing anything with them, so I could just donate them. I don't think they're worth anything. I can check, I guess, and see. Maybe I can get a few bucks off of them and use them towards my Blu-rays. But yeah, other than that, like I said, I can just get rid of that bottom shelf of stuff, move my books down, and have that top shelf be Blu-rays. Or I can have the Blu-rays go on this cart. Look, everything has a purpose. Yes, okay, so I'm gonna leave the books as they are. The Blu-rays as I get them can go on this cart. The cart can go, so if that is extended there. I'm thinking the cart can go right there, or not. We'll see once I actually have all the furniture and everything I want here, and have everything I want out, but that'll be fine. Put the cart here, Blu-rays, the TV stand, just a small thing. So take the books off, move that over there. And then I'll have space for the couch for whenever I get it. I'm hoping to catch a sale. Black Friday is next week. Yes. So maybe I won't buy it next week, maybe the following week. Yeah. I get most of my furniture these days off of Wayfair, so I know Wayfair is already having a sale. It's more a matter of me trying to figure out what I want. Because I don't think I've ever done like a little tour of my place, but I love pink. Look at this pink microphone. The stand my phone is on is pink. My phone itself is pink. My phone case is pink. My aura, I think, is pink. I don't have any idea what an aura is. But I like to think that I glow pink. It's my favorite color. So I want a pink couch because my couch downstairs is gray. I was going to get a pink couch, but then I was like, when I was in my apartment, it was the only piece of big furniture I had. And I was like, I don't know if I want my couch to be pink. So I just got like pink pillows and pink throw blankets. So I think for the main living space, having a gray couch is great. More neutral. And then I can just change up, like I said, like the linens and everything as I feel. But I feel like up here, I want a pink couch. I feel like I can do it up here. So it's not a main space, but yeah, I said I feel like you don't know. My favorite color is pink, and I'm looking at my stuff. I have a pink trash can, pink weights, a pink chair, pink bins, another pink chair. I think you guys get it. I think you know that's my favorite color. So, should I get a pink couch? We'll see. There's a couple that I saw. So like I said, I want a sectional. So imagine a sectional, and I want it to have storage, and I want it to pull out into a bed, so that way if I do ever have guests over, they can come sleep up here. Or if I just want a change of scenery and don't want to sleep in my bed, because sometimes that happens, I can come up here and sleep. Oh, I forgot that I have this that I want to use as my coffee table. But like if I were to have this in a coffee table spot, having my Blu-ray cart right here, I just feel that would be too bulky in that general area. Sure. I guess I would have this space over here opened up. Since that's moving over here, the cat tree is going somewhere. The elephant's gonna go on the couch whenever I get it. I'm not keeping the chair. I don't sit on the chair, the cats do though. It's not very comfortable, to be honest. Yeah, okay. Well, hey, I did a lot today. A lot more than what I had planned on doing. So yeah, I'm proud of myself. And now I have more of a plan of what I want to do. I'm just gonna measure the space so I can know what size couch I want to get. And yeah, like I said, get it next week or the week after that, depending on what the sales are talking about. And then once I have somebody who can help me with the furniture, yeah, I'm happy with what's going on up here. I'm just gonna run the vacuum real quick and then I'll be done. Well, yeah, that wasn't that bad at all. All right. And like all my little trinkets and stuff, I'll do something with those later, but that's like, I want to do that after I move all the furniture, so yeah. Wow. Well, thanks for hanging out with me while I figured this stuff out. Really appreciate it. Helped me brainstorm through things. That was nice. And yeah, that's it for me for this one. Like I said, next week we'll be doing crafts, and you'll see what it looks like once everything moved. It'll be so much fun. So, thanks for watching. If you've made it to the end, I greatly appreciate you as always. Would love if you stuck around. If you have watched, you might as well subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Maybe share with your friends if you feel so inclined. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.